Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Viraj and today we are going to discuss something about formatting in Jupyter Notebook. So in the last session what we have seen a hello world program and we have done some formatting over there, and let's continue the thing. So first thing that we need to do, we need to just launch Jupyter Notebook. So we just need to minimize this and it will directly redirect to the localhost 8888. Localhost is a loopback address and 8888 is a port number. If you remember that we created a one directory that is called as a Python tutorial, and I'm going to click on a new and Python 3. Okay. Here we can see the couple of shortcut keys. Let's explore these. So first, by default, we can see that this is a save and checkpoint. We can add a multiple cell. So this one row, you can call it as a cell. So where you can write your Python code. So you can write a one line or you can write a multiple lines in it. So when you are begin with the any program, so you can divide the program in a multiple lines and multiple cells, or you can write an entire program in a one cell. It is totally depend on you. Even we can cut, copy, paste it. We can see these three options: cut, copy and paste it. Even we can make the cell up and down. And this is for sure for executing that particular cell. This is a interrupt the kernel. There might be chances when we are going to work with the while loop, or there might be chances where your system is not responding or a piece of code is not responding. What you can do, you can simply interrupt the kernel. Other way of doing it, we can restart the kernel itself, which will going to restart all the things. And we can execute the cell as well, rerun the cell as well. We can restart it and rerun it. Here is a drop down which is saying that by default value as a code. If you click on it, you can see that markdown, raw NB converter and heading. Till so far we know that we can write a code in a Jupyter notebook. So in the first session we have done a print hello world. Now let's explore these three. What exactly the markdown is all about, raw NB and heading. Jupyter notebook we are using not only for writing a code, at the same time we wanted to build our nodes. So what we are going to do guys, we are going to make the nodes at the same time. How we are going to do this? We are going to use these three options. Okay, let's get started with the markdown first. Okay, so first thing that we can see that how to create a heading. So for example, if I'm writing a tutorial, Python tutorial, so if I wanted to make a heading, so what I can do, I can simply write a hash Python tutorial. This single hash means heading 1, h1 tag. If you are familiar with the HTML, so this one hash is as equivalent to heading 1. If you are giving a 2 hash, that means h2, 3 means h3 and so on. If you execute this, particular cell, so we can see that heading. Similarly, if I'm writing something like 2 hash and same thing Python tutorial, and now it is a code, but what we need to make, we need to make it as a markdown and run this. We can see the difference. When we use a 2 hash, then the font get changed, and when we use a 1, then font size get changed. So this is what exactly happened. Every time when we write a code, so we have to write some formatting, or we can write something notes over there, what exactly this piece of code means, and we can beautify it as well. Okay. Apart from that, like for example, again if I give something like a 3 Python tutorial and markdown, and let's run this. We can see this and so on. We can do for a 4 and so on. You can try for others. Okay. Apart from this, for example, what I want to do, like I want to make a bullet point. How I'm going to do it? So hyphen, and I'm going to say that Python tutorial and again markdown. You can see that a circle is there, bullet point. If I wanted to add something like a number, so what I can do, simply 1 dot, for example, a 1 dot B and 1 dot C. Let me write a markdown, select a markdown, and you can see that 1, 2, 3. But if you again click on this, you can see that what code we have written it for formatting 1 dot, 1 dot, 1 dot, and internally it automatically convert 1, 2, 3 and so on. So this is the beauty of the Jupyter notebook. So it is not only providing us a platform to write a code, at the same time we can maintain a notes as well. And this is a really good part of it. So any language you pick up and you can prepare your own notes. So that flexibility that we get with the Jupyter notebook. Okay. Apart from this, what we can do, we can make a sub points as well. So for example, if I'm hyphen, if I'm giving a, then if I'm pressing a tab and again hyphen, then B, enter, hyphen, C, and in a starting, if I'm putting a D. So let's see what exactly it print. It will have some sub points as well. Even we can use a 1, 2, 3, or we can use a 1 dot, 1 dot, 1 dot, and so on. Apart from that, if you wanted to highlight some text, what you can do? So print, or let me write a small print. Print is built-in function. I want to highlight a built-in word. I wanted to highlight this built-in word. So what I can do, I can use a code. And I can just mark down it. And you can see this background highlighter. You can see the background highlighter. If I wanted to make it bold, same thing. Print is built-in function. Then 2 asterisk at a start and 2 asterisk at a end. This is what we can put. And again mark down. You can see the difference. If I wanted to make it italic, single asterisk at a start, print is built-in function, and single asterisk at a last, and again mark down. You can see this. If I wanted to write or if I wanted to format, or if I wanted to put a code as a formatting, then how I'm going to do it? If it is a single liner code, what I will recommend, use a single code. Print, for example, hello world, and we can do this. Make a markdown, and you can see this. If there is a multi-liner code, for example, print hello world and print hi. So for example, these 2 lines or multiple lines. So what I will recommend you can use triple quote and triple quote at the end, and you can make it markdown. What it is going to do, it is going to print as it is. Another way of doing it, if you wanted to print, or if you just wanted to dump a raw text, so what you can do, you can write something hello world and print hi, and we can make it as, we can select, instead of a markdown, we can make a raw text or raw NB. So this is for a raw text. We can say that this is only for a raw text. There are some point that we wanted to give you some references. We are interested to give us some references from where we are picking this, or even if you remember, we installed Python. So for example, if I wanted to say that, so you can download Python from, I want to put a link. How I'm going to do that? How I'm going to put a hyperlink? So guys, we can either use a anchor tag, a tag, href, and particular link from python.org, a tag close. So what I will do, I will just type https:/python.org, and we can run this. Means we need to select as a markdown, and we can run this. As soon as somebody clicked on this, it will get redirected to python.org. This kind of facility we can do it. So this is something hyperlink. For example, if I wanted to load this Python logo here, if I wanted to embed this, how I can do that? So what I need to do, not opening, closing, square bracket. Here we need to pass alternate text. Image not found. Opening round braces. And inside that, what I will do, I will cut copy paste it. Copy link address, or one way of doing it, we can say that copy image address, and just paste it. Again, what we need to do, markdown and run it. We can see this. For example, if I'm just copy pasting same code, pasting on a new line, and if I'm changing this PNG to PDF, and let's run this. Image not found. So there is no image available on this particular address. This is how we can do it. Okay. Last option is a heading, which is again a same. You can see that 2 hash means what? Heading level 2. So guys, that's all for this tutorial. What we have discussed a markdown, raw NB, and heading. And you can see that these are the common thing which we use every day for a formatting, and that is sufficient for entire series. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Let's meet on a coming videos.